6 p.m. Monday night, 20th of August, 2017.
Say, could you keep it down in the hall, please?
You don't need to add nothing. They got all the floor cleaner, all the multi-purpose. I put a half a thing of bleach in this motherfucker. Okay?
Say, can you keep it down in the hall, please?
What? All you gotta do is what? Slow them out. Uh-huh. When they smell that hot water,
Say, can you keep it down in the hall, please?
can you go in your room and close your door and stop yelling? Who is that keep coming out their door talking about get out the hallway? But whoever it is needs to mind their business and go in their unit.
You notice these horrifying degenerates. Wasn't what I had said. It's probably the front desk clerk who was on duty when I was nearly murdered 10 weeks ago, who was mopping the floor earlier at about 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. Yeah.
We can hear you from inside the unit.
That's the problem, you psycho. Again, these lunatics. Very poor reality testing. I think somebody like Dr. Phil would say, or I'm sure he's going to contact me and say, don't put words in my mouth or what have you. As I'm sure lots of professionals would, but still, lots of professionals would still say this. This is the mayor currently, and he's well aware of this. Site name is, we had tuberculosis outbreak last week. I still didn't get tested. I'm supposed to do that at the VA tomorrow. Except, I'm being harassed mercilessly tonight, and I may not live through it. Again, it sounded like the horrifying thug with a pitbull and his buddy have other friends on this floor that they were telling about that they were looking for me and this kind of thing. After I came in tonight, after asking her at about 5 p.m. If she ever reported this guy, 10 weeks ago when I was nearly murdered. And she claimed she did, but I'm sure she was lying. And she just went right to his door or called him. Just give you a date and time check on the current date and time. And I have at least one phone charging here. It gives you the date and time, 10:40 p.m. August 28th, 2017. You see the weather was 62 degrees, 79 the high, and the low 58. That high is almost never exact for San Francisco. But you see how malicious and reactionary they are also to the residents who live here. Or I guess, especially the ones, they can tell in your voice immediately that you're Caucasian, just as you can tell immediately that they're black, But again, in this building, only Black Lives Matter. Only black people are employed. It's 100% black force, and the VA deceived me into moving in here without telling me that. And that would be okay if the video was working 24/7, 365, because that's the only way you can ensure with the races that there won't be any problems and have the evidence immediately available to the police, etc. Otherwise, you're kidding yourself. You're living in a fantasy land. And again, this past weekend, the mayor and all the fake forces who want to go out there and if white people assert their independence or white power, something like that, then it's called Nazism. If blacks do it, then it's Black Lives Matter. Unfortunately, we can go with all lives matter. We can't go with, Black Lives Matter, especially if it's only Black Lives Matter, which it's very clear here in the Wynton Hotel, 445 O'Farrell Street, San Francisco, California, 94102, half a block from the Hilton, where they have a really armed, legitimate police officer there at all times. They pay a police officer to be at the front of the hotel, half a block from here at all times. And that's the big hole in the plan here. And I'm sure they have video on top of that, because no matter who thinks they can be trusted, whether it be the SFPD or their own staff or what have you, they're going to have that video available. And in this building, it's just for show. It looks like the cameras never work. The THC, the Tenderloin Housing Clinic that's supposed to be running this, and HUD, who's supposed to be overseeing them, Housing Urban Development, and the mayor, and contacted Dianne Feinstein's office, and what is the other? Jane Kim, Asian woman, supposed to be the supervisor for this location, this district, or what have you. Nobody gets back to me. Nobody's lifting a finger. Again, this guy's walking out freely, practically right up to my door, bragging to his thug buddies. He's saying, "Mother F me, mother F this, mother F that." If I can get you some video of that audio that I think I captured earlier. Sometimes I have devices going, and I have to check them to make sure. This one is basically going out to you semi-live, all but live, as soon as I finish recording it. But I can't do that with every device every single time, and all the media and all the, since I'm not a rich guy currently, I have to deal with secondhand devices that I can get as cheaply as possible, and they don't always produce the best results I'm looking for, etc.